The next natural resource here is forest. Forests are renewable natural resource that have innumerable contribution to the environment. What happens if the forests are not there? If the forests are not there, there will be no proper water cycle and there will be no habitat for wildlife. You know, all wildlife, that is, it lives in forest. If the forest is not there, our wildlife will not be there. And maintaining of soil quality by preventing soil erosion. If trees are there, then only soil will be fertile. If trees are not there, then soil erosion. If the forests are not there, then there is no proper water cycle, there is no proper habitat for the wildlife, and soil erosion takes place. For that reason, we have to maintain the forest. Forests are indicators of natural wealth of the nation. If the forest is more in the nation, then our natural wealth is more. If it is less, then our natural wealth is less. Nowadays, it is estimated that only 20% of the world's original forest remain intact and undestroyed. The remaining 80% they have already destroyed. Only 20% is remaining nowadays. It is now necessary to restore the forest by activities such as afforestation. By doing afforestation, we can protect the forest. We have to, what is the meaning of afforestation? Means planting of the plants. That is, we have to grow more and more plants to the forest to protect our forest. The next here is wildlife. The next natural resource is what? Wildlife. The term wildlife is used to describe the species of plants and animals found in the forest. Human activities such as hunting, poaching and capturing have severely affected wildlife, leading to the extinction of many species. You know, now tiger have become an extinct animal. Why? Because human beings are killing the tigers. And now after few years, the next generation, they will ask, do we have tiger? Do we have like that? They are going to question. That is known as extinction. Now we are seeing the tigers, but after few generation, they are just seeing the pictures of it. Therefore, we have to protect the wildlife also. Nowadays, the measures have been taken for the conservation of wildlife. Efforts are being made to conserve the living resources through their maintenance in their natural habitat. How they are making? By making natural, that is national parks, wildlife sanctuaries, bird sanctuaries are the examples of conservation of measure. Government is preserving the animals. Why? Because human beings are killing the animals. Therefore, government has to make measures to preserve all the animals. So it is important for us to conserve the wildlife. The next our topic is fossil fuels. You know fossil fuels. What are fossil fuels? You have heard like coal, petroleum products and natural gas are the collective called fossil fuels. What are those? Petroleum, natural gas, coal, many other resources together is known as fossil fuels. You know how these fossil fuels are created? Millions of years ago, the dead and decay things go submerge within the earth crust and form the fossil fuel. Submerge means millions years it will go deep inside the soil and forms the fossil fuel. It is easy to consumption, but to make it takes millions of years. In the consumption is not reduced, if the consumption is not reduced, we foresee their total depletion in the near future. Means we have to protect, we have to make less use of these fossil fuels. Coal is a natural resource. You know there are 4 types of coal. Coal is also a natural resource, that is anthracite, lignite, peat and bituminous. These are the 4 types of coal. In coal is a fossil fuel. There are 4 types in it. In that 80% of coal is anthracite, 50 to 65% is lignite, peat is 40%, bituminous coal is 40% which is present on the earth. That is nothing but the carbon content. That is, coal has the carbon content. That is what it says. Petrol, diesel, kerosene, lubricant oils and naphtha present various forms of petroleum products. Which are the petroleum products now? From the petroleum products we are getting petrol, diesel, kerosene, lubricant oils. All these are petroleum products. 40% of the total energy consumed in the world. So next is the natural gas. Natural gas is formed in the same way as oil. Low sulfur content of natural gas makes it the least polluting source of the fuel. Once what happened, we began utilizing them at an increasing rate. A total of about 227 million barrels oil was extracted from fossil fuel. You know what is the one barrel? One barrel is 159 liters. So much of consumption is being done. About 50% of this was extracted in 100 years. Within 100 years, we have used 50%. Now how much is remaining? Remaining is again 50%. If same way, if we are using, the next 50% was extracted in just 10 years. Within 10 years, the next we are going to use. So we should reduce the using of that for our next generation. The next, for that is the last topic here, is the mineral resource. Mineral resources. What are mineral resource? It's naturally found on the earth's crust due to is from minerals earth crust and is not formed from living matter. Minerals are formed due to the earth's geological process over millions of years. Geological process means the movement of earth. You know, the earth moves. Below the earth crust, the movement takes place. That is known as geological process. Geology, that is formed. Minerals are formed through geological process over millions of years. Now how it is been, now, and you know, minerals are non-renewable resources. We cannot renew it. We cannot make it by ourselves. Now how it is been removed? The process of removing of minerals from the earth crust is known as mining. Mining is a process of extraction of the minerals from the earth crust. From the earth crust we are removing it and we are using. More than 100 minerals including metals like gold, iron. What are minerals now I am talking about? The gold, iron, copper, aluminium, all these are nothing but the minerals. Metals like stone, sand and salt are extracted and processed for human use. All these are minerals. Mining has become more intense and widespread in recent years, causing serious environmental problems. If we are using more and more minerals, fossil fuels, it causes environmental problems. So we have to reduce the usage of minerals and fossil fuels.